Hey y'all, welcome to Alley Cat Customs. Today, we're going to be building a set of coilovers to go in this Chevrolet Silverado. So y'all stick around. All right, y'all, so we're doing a full project build on this 2000 Chevrolet Silverado, and part of that includes putting a set of coilover shocks on the front suspension of the truck. So I'm going to take y'all step by step on how to build these from out of the box to a full shock setup, ready to install on your truck. So I'm about to take y'all step by step, so y'all stick around. All right, so first step is to install the spherical rod bushings. So I put one snap ring into one side, and then you can slide the rod bushing into place. But make sure that the bushing is centered inside of itself, or else it will not slide into the shock end. So whenever you get that straightened up, it'll slide right into place. And then you can install the second snap ring and make sure that both snap rings are correctly in their slots. All right, so next up is I fully extend the shock, and then I measure the halfway point of the shock shaft so I know where the center of its travel is. This is a 7-inch long travel shock. So I made a mark at 3.5 inches, and then I made a mark 1 inch above and 1 inch below. It gives you a reference when you put everything together and start your ride height measurements, so you at least know if you're anywhere near mid-travel on the shock. If you have different color Sharpies, you can use that. But I just used a squiggly line above and below the center line so that I knew where it would be in relation to the ride height of the truck. All right, so next up is to put some anti-seize on the shock body. You want to put it, don't have to put it on all of the threads, but anywhere that the adjusters are going to ride and you're going to use to adjust your ride height and stuff, you need to have some anti-seize on it so that the aluminum adjusters do not seize to the shock body, because that'll be a bad day. All right, so next up is to install the locking adjuster. This is the first nut that goes on. You'll see a flat side and a raised portion. The raised portion goes up so that it will seat against the spring seat that is going on next. So screw it down and get it into place. And now you can install the lower spring seat, and it just screws down and goes against the locking nut that you've already installed. It'll have a raised portion that is a locator for the inside of your coil spring. So the coilovers come with a flat washer that will go on next, or you can upgrade to the thrust washer setup, and that's what I have here. So you put the one washer on, and then you can use anti-seize on the thrust washer, put it into place, and then put the other washer on over top. That way the thrust washer is sandwiched between two washers, so that it has a nice flat surface for the coil spring to sit on top of. All right, so next up is to install the coil spring. This is a Viking 14-inch long, 650-pound coil spring. So you just slide it over the shock body and let it seat against the lower spring mount. And then you take the upper spring cap. It has a slot in it so that it slides over the shock shaft. And then you can seat it against the top of the coil spring. And then you can tighten the adjuster nuts up until the upper cap seats against the upper shock mount. And then you have a completed coilover shock. All right, y'all, so I hope y'all found that helpful. If you did, make sure you hit like and leave a comment. And if you want to see these coilover shocks get installed on this truck, make sure y'all check out my next video right here at Alley Cat Customs.